Welcome to Bills Nation Daily, your ultimate daily dose of everything Buffalo Bills. Hit that subscribe button and join the most passionate Bills fans as we break down all the latest news, highlights, and game analysis. Go Bills! Rumor has it that Mike Vrabel, the ever-calculated and outspoken head coach of the New England Patriots, has once again stirred the pot with a series of comments that have left Buffalo Bills fans boiling with frustration. Sources close to the Patriots organization claim that Vrabel did not hold back when discussing the performance and strategies of the Bills, making remarks that could be interpreted as a direct challenge to their coaching staff and roster. While some analysts argue that Vrabel's comments were merely observational, focusing on the strengths and weaknesses he perceives in opposing teams, fans across social media took his statements as a provocation, sparking heated debates in forums, comment sections, and sport podcasts. Rumors suggest that Vrabel, known for his blunt approach and calculated psychological games, might be deliberately attempting to unsettle the Bills before the next big matchup, a tactic he has reportedly used before to gain a mental edge. Sources hint at internal discussions within the Patriots' locker room, with players reportedly rallying behind Vrabel's confidence while also preparing for potential blowback from league media and fans alike. Industry insiders suggest that Vrabel's remarks may also be a subtle warning that the Patriots are analyzing every detail of the Bills' offense, down to tendencies that most spectators would never notice, fueling speculation that he is quietly crafting strategies that could shift the balance in upcoming confrontations. The intrigue surrounding Vrabel's comments has only grown after multiple reports indicated that he specifically highlighted what he perceives as overconfidence among the Bills roster, a remark that some interpret as a thinly veiled warning rather than a critique. Observers speculate that Vrabel, whose coaching philosophy combines meticulous preparation with psychological manipulation, might be planting seeds of doubt in the minds of Buffalo players, a move that could have ripple effects weeks in advance of any on-field clash. Conversations in sports circles suggest that Vrabel's critique was not just about tactics or player performance, but about mindset, discipline, and adaptability, elements he believes are crucial to navigating high-stakes games in the league. Fans of the Patriots have reportedly embraced the narrative, celebrating Vrabel's confidence and willingness to speak openly about a division rival, while Bills supporters have flooded social media with criticism, demanding responses from their own coaching staff and questioning whether Vrabel's analysis holds any merit. Rumors persist that internal Patriot strategy meetings may have dissected the Bills' past season footage down to the smallest details, with Vrabel allegedly orchestrating a campaign to control the narrative in advance of their next encounter. Industry insiders speculate that this type of psychological warfare is emblematic of Vrabel's approach, designed to provoke, unsettle, and ultimately give his team an intangible advantage, even before any physical plays are executed on the field. Adding fuel to the fire, unnamed sources suggest that Vrabel's comments may have been deliberately leaked, a move some believe is a strategic ploy rather than casual banter. Analysts within the sports media world speculate that Vrabel understands the power of perception, knowing that creating controversy around a high-profile opponent can serve multiple purposes, motivating his own players, distracting rivals, and capturing the attention of national audiences, all while framing the Patriots as a team with superior foresight and tactical intelligence. Conversations among former players and commentators indicate that Vrabel has always been keenly aware of how media narratives can shape public opinion, and that these remarks are part of a larger, calculated effort to set the tone for upcoming encounters with the Bills. Speculative reports claim that players in the Bills' locker room have already reacted, with some allegedly feeling slighted, while others are reportedly using the remarks as motivation to prove Vrabel wrong, a reaction that could unintentionally play into the Patriots' hands. Sports rumor mills suggest that Vrabel's comments were layered, simultaneously an evaluation, a critique, and a subtle attempt at psychological gamesmanship, consistent with a coach who balances analytical insight with a flair for the dramatic. Industry insiders hint that Vrabel's strategy may involve a series of incremental pressures, all intended to shape the Bills' mindset long before the Patriots physically step onto the field, underscoring the complexity and nuance that often goes unnoticed in professional football preparation. Adding another layer of intrigue, speculation continues that Vrabel may have been testing the reactions of both media and fans to gauge how the Bills organization might respond publicly and internally. Observers have noted that coaches like Vrabel thrive on understanding how narratives can influence player psychology, and that these comments could be a deliberate probe into the mental state of Buffalo's roster. Rumors suggest that Patriots insiders might even track the social media engagement and public response as part of an unofficial data-gathering exercise, trying to quantify the emotional impact of their head coach's words on the rival team. Meanwhile, the fan base of the Bills appears to have polarized, with some taking Vrabel's words as disrespectful and others seeing them as motivation to push harder in practice and upcoming matchups. Analysts in sports circles speculate that this tactic, if true, is not unprecedented. Vrabel has reportedly employed similar maneuvers in the past, leveraging media leaks and public statements to influence opponent behavior subtly. While no concrete confirmation exists regarding his intent, the ongoing chatter suggests that Vrabel's remarks are being interpreted as a strategic psychological gambit, raising the possibility that the next face-off between the Patriots and the Bills will carry not only athletic stakes, but also a layered mental duel shaped by public narrative and media speculation. Compounding the drama, insiders speculate that Vrabel's statements may have repercussions far beyond just team morale. Sports commentators theorize that league executives and analysts are closely monitoring the situation, aware that these kinds of public remarks can ignite controversies that extend into betting markets, fan engagement metrics, and media ratings. Rumors suggest that the Patriots organization, under Vrabel's leadership, may be deliberately courting this attention, recognizing the potential advantages of controlling the storyline before any game action occurs. Conversations in sports journalism circles indicate that some perceive Vrabel as leveraging a dual approach, positioning his team as analytically superior while simultaneously fostering doubt and tension in Buffalo, a tactic that could influence decision-making on both sides of the field. Further speculation hints that Vrabel's comments might also be designed to test the cohesion and leadership of the Bills' coaching staff, as public scrutiny could amplify minor internal conflicts and challenge their collective ability to respond effectively. Analysts emphasize that if these rumors hold truth, it reflects a sophisticated understanding of both human psychology and competitive sports strategy, highlighting Vrabel's multifaceted approach to gaining an edge beyond conventional preparation. Finally, whispers within the league hint that Vrabel's comments may set the stage for a broader narrative, one where media, fans, and players are all unwittingly participants in a premeditated mental chess match. Rumor mills suggest that Patriots players are aware of the optics and may even be rehearsing responses, social interactions, and media engagements to maintain composure while benefiting from the ripple effects of their coach's strategy. Speculative reports propose that this approach could influence the Bills' tactical decisions in subtle ways, as players react emotionally to external narratives, potentially disrupting cohesion and focus during practice or in-game scenarios. Industry experts suggest that the layered nature of Vrabel's comments demonstrates a keen understanding of modern sports dynamics, where mental conditioning, public perception, and media influence intertwine with traditional physical preparation. While nothing has been confirmed, the ongoing speculation has certainly captivated both fan bases, generating excitement, tension, and a sense of anticipation that extends well beyond the XS and OS on the field. Whether these rumors are accurate or simply exaggerated by media and social chatter, one thing is certain. Vrabel has successfully sparked a firestorm that promises to make the Patriots versus Bills rivalry even more charged in the weeks to come. Speculation continues to swirl around Mike Vrabel's recent comments, with insiders suggesting that the coach's words were carefully chosen to provoke a reaction without crossing any official boundaries that could result in league penalties. Sources claim that Vrabel understands the delicate balance of expressing confidence in his own team while indirectly questioning the preparedness of opponents, a tactic that can generate media frenzy, fuel social media debates, and put psychological pressure on rival players. Fans and analysts alike are dissecting every nuance of his statements, from tone to word choice, trying to determine whether Vrabel's remarks were a spur-of-the-moment critique or a premeditated strategic move designed to influence the Bills' approach. Rumors suggest that the Patriots' locker room is abuzz with discussions about the potential ripple effects, with players reportedly using Vrabel's words as motivation to refine strategies, tighten discipline, and anticipate the mental games their rivals might now be playing. Observers speculate that Vrabel's history as a linebacker, combined with his analytical approach to coaching, gives him a unique perspective on how to destabilize opposing teams mentally without resorting to outright disrespect, a subtlety that makes his comments particularly potent in a league where psychological edge often translates directly to performance outcomes. While there is no concrete evidence of any immediate consequences, the ongoing chatter indicates that Vrabel's comments have already succeeded in creating tension, speculation, and anticipation, ensuring that the Patriots versus Bills rivalry will carry an added layer of intrigue that extends beyond the field. Before we dive back in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest Buffalo Bills updates straight to your screen. And hey, don't hold back. Let us know your thoughts on today's news down in the comments. Adding to the speculation, unnamed sources have hinted that Vrabel might be orchestrating a multi-phase strategy in which public comments, media interviews, and subtle gestures all serve a singular purpose: to unsettle the Bills while bolstering his team's confidence and cohesion. Analysts in sports media circles have been debating whether Vrabel's approach represents an advanced form of psychological warfare, one that leverages public perception, social media reactions, and a natural human tendency to internalize criticism. Rumors suggest that Patriots players are fully aware of the potential benefits, reportedly discussing how external narratives might influence their rivals' preparation, decision-making, and even in-game behavior. Industry insiders speculate that Vrabel's intention is not only to critique the Bills' performance, but also to subtly highlight perceived gaps in leadership, discipline, and adaptability, planting seeds of doubt that could affect the team's internal dynamics. Fans of both teams have engaged fervently, with Patriots supporters praising Vrabel's strategic brilliance and Bills fans responding with outrage, debates, and counter-narratives. The speculation is further fueled by the timing of the comments, which some believe was deliberate, designed to create maximum impact before media cycles, podcasts, and social discussions amplify the tension. In this context, Vrabel's statements are more than words. They are calculated maneuvers in a high-stakes mental chess game that could reverberate across multiple layers of the sport. Whispers from sources close to the Patriots organization suggest that Vrabel may also be using the comments as a probe, testing the Bills' reactions while gathering insights on how they handle public criticism and media scrutiny. Analysts speculate that understanding a rival's temperament can be just as valuable as studying their plays, formations, or player tendencies, giving the Patriots an edge that transcends traditional preparation. Rumors indicate that the Bills' locker room is already experiencing varied responses, with some players reportedly using the remarks as motivation and others allegedly feeling slighted or distracted. Observers in sports media have noted that Vrabel's approach, if intentional, reflects a keen awareness of human psychology, social influence, and the role of narrative in shaping competitive dynamics. Speculation also suggests that Patriot staff might be actively monitoring social media trends, fan sentiment, and public discourse to quantify the impact of Vrabel's words, potentially using this information to fine-tune their approach in subsequent encounters. Even commentators and former players have weighed in, offering interpretations that range from admiration of Vrabel's strategic audacity to caution against overestimating the influence of public statements. Regardless of the truth behind these rumors, the effect is undeniable. Vrabel's remarks have generated discussion, debate, and intrigue that extends far beyond the confines of a single locker room, illustrating how modern sports strategy can intersect with media, psychology, and public perception in unexpected ways. Further speculation has emerged that Vrabel's comments may have been intentionally ambiguous, a deliberate tactic to keep the Bills guessing about his true intentions and the Patriots' next moves. Insiders suggest that ambiguity allows Vrabel to maintain plausible deniability while simultaneously provoking a mental response from opponents, a strategy that could destabilize preparation routines and shift focus from tactical execution to emotional reaction. Sports analysts have theorized that such psychological maneuvers are a hallmark of Vrabel's coaching style, blending traditional preparation with nuanced social influence, and creating scenarios where rival teams react instinctively rather than strategically. Fans on social media are divided, with some interpreting his statements as disrespectful and others admiring the strategic boldness, reflecting the multi-layered impact of his words beyond the locker room. Rumors indicate that Patriots players may even be briefed on potential responses from the Bills, preparing for scenarios in which emotional reactions could translate into predictable patterns on the field. Commentators have also speculated that Vrabel may have studied past interactions between media and teams to identify moments where public statements could create the greatest competitive advantage. Ultimately, these rumors suggest that Vrabel's approach is as much about perception management as it is about football tactics, turning the pre-game narrative into a battlefield of its own and reinforcing his reputation as a coach who combines intelligence, audacity, and psychological insight in ways that few rivals can anticipate. That's a wrap for now. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay on top of all things Buffalo Bills, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. We'd love to hear what you think in the comments. See you in the next update.